Utica leads Boston 1-0 as we begin the second period here at the Nexus Center in Utica, New York. About ready to kickstart another frame of what has been an exciting game so far. Utica has been all pressure, and Boston so far has not known how to respond. We'll see what that looks like in the second period as we are now underway. Frazee takes over for Utica. Immediately on the pressure go the Comets. Out to Volpe at the left point. Lundqvist over at the right point now off the cross-ice feed from Volpe. Utica skating in their home red uniforms. Boston in the road whites. Puck sails out to the near corner here. 30 seconds gone in the second period. Utica 1-0 over Boston. Volpe in the left point. Works it down lower into the zone. Nobody there, so he'll wrap it around the end boards. Looking to get it out to the right point. Instead, Golovin saw it wasn't going to make that, and instead picks it off in the far slot. Boston getting sticks on this puck now. They move it out of the zone. And here comes Richards. Full head of steam as he moves up the near side. Centers out to Lyons. Lyons leaves it on the doorstep. And right there to clear it was Lundqvist. Mater looking to enter for Boston. He does. Instead just putting it in a V pattern from the right side. Back off behind Eliasson in the goal. And then out to the left, where Utica will send it out to the neutral zone. Nico Benjamin, nobody in front of him, turns one in, goes high of Chen. Great looking breakaway opportunity for Nico Benjamin, a guy who more often than not will convert chances like that. But instead, Steven Chen puffs out his chest and gives him no room to work. Penalty for interference here. It's going to send Max Toe to the box and put Utica on the penalty kill for the second time tonight, second time in a row as well. Utica was successful in their last opportunity, killing off the Boston power play. Boston, a team that's middle of the pack in the NCDC with the extra skater. They didn't get many opportunities on their last one. Looking to change that with this opportunity here and now. 18:30 to play in the second period. 2 minutes, penalty clock ticking away. Utica, a quick clear from Wyatt Swanger. He sends it the full length of the sheet. Chen comes out of his net to play it dangerously so as Benjamin's right there on his left side. Instead, Chen gets right back in between the pipes at the perfect moment as Benjamin just got a hold of that puck on his stick, and Boston reinforcements came in defensively. Boston dumps it across the blue line. That was Samuel Lyons on the far side of the ice. Now Tang near side, turns one in, a blocker save by Eliasson. He lost track of the rebound. It sails all the way out to the stick of the captain, Daniel Urban, who then clears it into Boston territory before skating over to the bench for a change. 17:45 to go in the second period. 1:13 to go on the power play for Boston. Broughton steals it away, looking for a shorthanded opportunity. He puts it north of the crossbar, then goes sliding into the net. He's in there with Chen, and that post on the right side of the net came loose. So we will get a stoppage as that is fixed. A little over a minute to go with Boston skating 5-on-4 and 17:30 to go in the second period. And Utica has had a few good-looking opportunities despite being down a skater. Although Boston on the other end did challenge Eliasson with their first good-looking opportunity on the power play. Final minute of the man advantage. 17:25 to go in the second period. 1-0 Utica over Boston. Here's Halliday across the red line, now into Utica's end. Moved out to the right point. Fournier works it into the slot. Now backhands it out towards the point. Too long on that. Put too much on it for Halliday, who then has to reset in the neutral zone. Crosses the blue line where Goodwin picks him up and moves it out. Final 30 seconds of the power play for Boston. They have not had a threatening opportunity in at least a minute. Under 17 to play in the second period. Here comes Fournier. He wraps it around the back end boards into the corner for LaCroix. LaCroix tried to center. Sticks from Utica knocked it away. Boston still with it. The centering feed won't go. And Declan Stewart was trying to move it out of the ice. Instead, It's an interesting thing. He dropped his stick. Can't handle the puck if you don't have a stick. Not allowed to kick it like soccer here. Puck moves out towards the crease and cleared away from Boston. Penalty expires. Hodgett chases down into his own end. Too long for Lucier. Finds Swanger on the far side of the neutral zone. Chen plays it out from the net. Picked up by Smidja. Utica, a quick turnover off of that feed. 16 minutes left to go in the second period. A centering feed does not get through for Utica. Turning around and putting one in there were the Comets. They tried to get the challenge, but nothing going so far. That was the new addition, Ryan Andor, skating in that nameless number 12 sweater. 15:44 to go in the second period. Utica enjoying a 1-0 lead over Boston. Snodgrass takes it for the Comets in the near corner and immediately turns one in towards a speedy shot from Lundqvist. Got it right on his stick and immediately snapped it in towards Chen. Couldn't put it through, though. Boston handling it in their own end with red sweaters all over the place, not giving the Junior Rangers any room to operate. Lucier picks it off in the slot. Puck sails out of the blue line. Volpe's not able to get it until Lucier clears. He does. And we'll get a stoppage here. They'll say Volpe was in, or moved in at least, to handle off a feed from Lucier. And even though Lucier left the zone and Volpe went in, they still call that an offsides because the puck was moved in from Lucier already and no Ranger had touched it. 15:13 to go in the second period. Face-off coming between Daniel Urban and Samuel Lyons for Utica and Boston, respectively. The Junior Rangers win it off the face-off, but Utica right there to send it back in with Max Taoa. Fresh off of serving a minor penalty for interference. He's now the only one back to play defense as Lyons and Richards come down the ice. Lyons tried to move it cross ice to Richards, didn't put enough on it, and now we're going to get a delayed penalty coming. Taoa's trying to drop gloves. Uh-oh. Taoa dropped gloves in his own end and was chasing Jeremy LaCroix. Somebody's got to tell Max Taoa we don't fight in this league. Looked like Max Rempe there. Dropped the gloves. Was expecting a tilt. Now he's laughing as he goes over to the bench. It looked like it was more of just a stunt rather than a serious request to dance. But LaCroix is now giving jaw. He's talking to Taoa. Taoa's going to serve for the boarding call, for the roughing call rather. And LaCroix's going to go over there and join him. Well, players from both teams taking a minute here. Taoa's going to serve for trying to fight, even if it was jokingly. And LaCroix is going to serve for the roughing call. We'll still skate 5-on-5, but I'll tell you, I have never seen a player drop gloves in my entire hockey broadcasting career, especially not when I'm calling juniors. Goodwin wins the faceoff for Utica out of the neutral zone. Moves it across the blue line and goes chasing into the near corner. 14:38 to go in the second period. The Utica Junior Comets ahead of the Boston Junior Rangers 1-0. Hodgett turns one in. Left flipper pad save from Chen. Puck loose in the far slot. Boston able to clear it out of the zone. Zick trying to keep it in the neutral zone for Utica, but instead Goodwin has to chase it down into his own end to control it and send it down the ice for an icing. Takes a few seconds off the clock to 14:15, and we'll come down to Utica's territory for a faceoff. Tang and Goodwin ready to tie up in the Utica end. with 14:15 to go in the second period. And Utica ahead 1-0, but not for long. There's a score from Boston. The Junior Rangers draw us even at Snake Eyes. I'll credit that one, a sneaky goal to Tyler Dale, just poking it past Dylan Eliason. And we're now tied.